It's 2 in the morning. You should be asleep right now. But something shifted. A few hours ago, everything was fine. And now, it isn't. You start remembering things you said weeks ago. The doubts in your relationship. Now, you're certain it's destined to fail. The future and the dreams you want, they all seem impossible now. And you're just laying there staring at the ceiling, wondering why now? Why is everything so heavy all of a sudden? You are not overreacting. Something is actually happening with your brain at 2 a.m. That doesn't happen at 2 p.m. And I'm going to explain exactly what's going on. After this, you'll understand the true value of knowing yourself at 2 a.m. Our bodies run on hormone cycles. Cortisol is the primary stress-regulating hormone, and it follows one predictable daily pattern. Simple. You wake up and your cortisol is at its maximum. Around 8 a.m., it hits its own limits. That's what actually makes you wake up. What it does is simple. It prepares your body and brain for today's tasks. Then throughout the day, it slowly dips down. And at around 2 to 3 a.m., cortisol is at its lowest point of the entire 24-hour cycle, which means at 2 a.m., your brain has almost no stress regulation hormone left. That's why small thoughts start compiling, and it feels like you're going crazy. But in reality, there's just little to no cortisol left to deal with them. What's happening at 2 a.m. is not a weak moment. It's just cortisol depletion. But there is way more to this. There's a network inside your brain called the default mode network. It only activates when you are doing nothing external. Not working, not talking, not watching, just existing. And when that happens, it pulls all your attention inward. That's why daytime noise is always keeping you busy. You have tasks, conversations, small decisions. It keeps you active and focused outward. But at 2 a.m., when you are staring at the ceiling, there is no one to save you. That's when you start meeting your pure self. You start revisiting old conversations, creating scenarios of futures that might happen, asking questions that have no answers. This is not something bad. It's your healthy brain doing exactly what it was built to do when nothing else is competing for it. Thoughts at 2 a.m. feel way different than daytime thoughts because when you are tired and can't sleep, your prefrontal cortex is barely alive. That's the part responsible for rational thinking, long-term perspective, and that annoying voice in your head that keeps you grounded. And it is the most energy-expensive region in your brain. When your resources are low, when you're tired, it downregulates first. What stays alive? Your amygdala. That's your emotional and threat detection center. The part that feels the fear, that registers the pain. So when you're laying at 2 a.m. with everything running through the amygdala, all those thoughts feel heavy, permanent, and completely real, because the brain region that would say, "You've dealt with this before," is already resting, and you are left there alone with those thoughts. Why does the silence make you go this deep? Because during the day, your brain is constantly filtering. Thousands of inputs every hour, sounds, tasks, people, decisions. Your attention system is working to block most of it out. But at 2 a.m., the filtering relaxes, and all those things you have been holding deep inside, they finally get their moment. The grief, the unspoken words, the uncomfortable conversations you never finished. Silence is not creating them. It's just stopping drowning them out. It lets them speak. The problems that come to you at 2 a.m., they are not new. They are things you have been carrying for days, sometimes months, sometimes years. They just found the one moment to finally express themselves. Those 2 a.m. thoughts never come without a reason. All of them come from specific places. The relationship where something went unsaid. The decision you keep dodging. Your brain is not doing this to torture you. It's asking you to finish what's unfinished. That default mode network, it is a problem-solving system. It works on everything that was never processed all the way through. And listen, if something is haunting you at 2 a.m., it's not random, it's information, and the key to real peace. Your brain is literally pinpointing the exact thing keeping you from living fully. It's showing you what must be addressed before anything else. Doesn't matter if it's 1 or 5 a.m. When these thoughts come, you must stop fighting. That resistance, It makes everything stick harder than before. You won't just think you are scared, lonely, or a failure. You will feel exactly that. Neuroscientist Matthew Lieberman found that naming an emotion, even silently, measurably reduces amygdala activity. You do not need to solve it tonight. Leave it for tomorrow, when cortisol is back and your prefrontal cortex is ready. Everything will look way different in the morning. Nothing outside changed. Your brain changed. If you're watching this at 2 a.m. right now, and I know some of you are, this version of you, it's showing you the things you've been avoiding, the parts that are real and deserve your full attention. Leave the solving for morning. Morning is way smarter than 2 a.m., but do find the answers. Do make it better. If this helped, follow for more and let's keep going.